in a devastating fire at a nightclub in North Goa. We're learning that that a fire broke out at a club in North Goa's Arpora area. And according to the police, the fire broke out around midnight at a club called Birch by Romeo Lane at Baga, which, remember, is one of the most popular beaches in the coastal state. We're learning that the fire is suspected to have been caused by a cylinder blast, which took place around 1 p.m. And several fire tenders were rushed to the spot to carry out the rescue operation. Police said that they believe that majority of the dead people are staff employed at the club. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Nilesh, who's been tracking all the details. Nilesh, we're learning that the cause of the fire is because of the cylinder blast. So the question is not about what really happened there, but why it happened and who are responsible for it. Because as far as the Chief Minister is concerned, he is saying that the club is responsible, the safety norms were flouted, and inquiry has been ordered.
Well, yes, indeed, many questions are arising post this incident is being reported. As far as the latest data that has been given out by the officials, 25 deaths have been reported into this entire incident, out of which 4 have been confirmed to be of foreign nationals and 14 were staff members, and identity of 7 individuals is yet to be established. Meanwhile, 6 individuals have been reported to be injured. And what we're picking up is that the number of guests or the individuals present inside the club were nearly around 30 plus. And the cause of fire, what the officials have conveyed prima facie, is that it is due to cylinder blast. But various angles are being explored by the corps of Goa police, who are trying to ascertain what exactly led to this incident. Was there any inflammable material also into place, which ultimately resulted into this fact? Now, PMO has also conveyed that an ex gratia of 2 lakh has been announced to the deceased members, and 50,000 of rupees has been given out as assistance to the injured individuals. What we're picking up that the major life that was lost was due to suffocation, which were trapped. These individuals were trapped inside the premises of this structure, and after which they suffocated into that area, due to which the number has increased to 25 now.
Absolutely. In fact, inquiry has been ordered, compensation has been announced, but many are asking if that is enough. Stay on with us, Nilesh. In fact, Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant, who visited the site last night, said that most of the victims were the kitchen staff, including 3 women, and added that 3 to 4 tourists were also among those who have been killed. Listen in.
जो आज क्लब में जो इंसिडेंट्स हुआ, अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट्स, इस तरह का इंसिडेंट्स कभी नहीं होना चाहिए। गोवा जैसे टूरिज्म स्टेट में कुछ जो इलीगल्स या विदाउट परमिशन इस तरह के जो चलाते हैं, और इसी में जो फायर इंसिडेंट्स हो, इसी के कारण यहाँ पे जो उनके स्टाफ और एक 3-4 टूरिस्ट जो अंदर थे, 2-3 इनको जल के हुआ, बाकी लोग बिकॉज ऑफ द सफोकेशन उनकी डेथ हो गई। ऑल टुगेदर 23 लोगों की डेथ हो चुकी है, और जिनकी डेथ हो चुकी है उनके प्रति संवेदना मैं व्यक्त करता हूँ। गोवा सरकार की तरफ से पूरी उसकी इंक्वायरी की जाएगी, और जो कल्प्रिट इसमें हैं, जो उनको बिहाइंड द बार्स किया जाएगा।
सर, क्या आप मानते हैं कि बहुत बड़ी घटना है? पिछले 5 सालों में इस तरह की घटना कभी नहीं हुई थी।
गोवा के हिस्ट्री में इस तरह का टूरिज्म लेवल पे इंसिडेंट होना ही बहुत बड़ी घटना है। इस तरह का इंसिडेंट कभी नहीं हुआ था। तो इस तरह की फायर सेफ्टी और ट्रेजेडी, दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम एटलीस्ट, इस 10-20 साल में तो पहला इंसिडेंट, इतनी बड़ा इंसिडेंट कभी नहीं हुआ था। पर हैंस फोर्थ मैं मेरी पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट, फायर डिपार्टमेंट, उनको पूरी तरह से सेफ्टी लेने की, सभी प्रिकॉशंस लेने के लिए कहूँगा।
एक ये अनफॉर्चुनेट इंसिडेंट हुआ है यहाँ पे अल्पोरा के अंदर में, एक रेस्टोरेंट कम क्लब है, वहाँ पे 12:04 पे पुलिस कंट्रोल रूम में इंफॉर्मेशन आई कि वहाँ कोई फायर इंसिडेंट हुआ है, और वहाँ इमीडिएटली पुलिस और फायर ब्रिगेड और एम्बुलेंस वगैरह सब ने रश किया उधर। तो अब फायर तो अंडर कंट्रोल है, और वहाँ से डेड बॉडीज सारी निकाली गई है। तो उसमें टोटल जो डेथ काउंट है उसमें 23 है, और इसमें जो ज़्यादातर जो बॉडीज मिली हैं वो नीचे जहाँ किचन है इसका रेस्टोरेंट का, वहाँ पे डेड बॉडी जो मिली है। और अभी इस घटना के कारणों की जांच पुलिस करेगी और उसमें जो भी उसके कंक्लूजन निकल के आते हैं जांच के, उसके हिसाब से हम लोग इसमें एक्शन लेंगे।
तो इसमें कैसे हुआ था और इसमें क्या टूरिस्ट लोग था कि तो लोकल थे?
अभी इस बात की हम लोग पड़ताल कर रहे हैं कि इसमें कितने स्टाफ हैं, जो मैनेजमेंट है उसकी मदद से ये चीज़ करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि इसमें कितने स्टाफ हैं और कितने इसमें जो विजिटर हैं उस रेस्टोरेंट के वो हो सकते हैं। अपेरेंटली ज़्यादातर जो दिखाई दे रहे हैं अभी तक, जो प्राइम एफएसआई और इनिशियली हम लोगों ने देखा है, वो स्टाफ दिखाई दे रहे हैं और कुछ लोग इसमें विजिटर भी हो सकते हैं और जल्दी हम इसको इस्टेब्लिश कर लेंगे।
तो क्या रेस्टोरेंट बंद था क्या, नहीं तो क्लोज था क्या?
नहीं, रेस्टोरेंट तो मतलब वर्किंग था, और लेकिन ज़्यादा शायद तादाद नहीं थी उस समय टूरिस्ट की, और जब आग लगी तो ज़्यादातर जो लोग थे जो वहाँ खाना वाना खा रहे थे वो लोग वहाँ से निकलने में सफल हुए।
So the inquiry has been ordered, and we're learning that the Prime Minister has announced a compensation of 2 lakh rupees that will be given to the next of kin of each deceased in this tragedy that has taken place in North Goa. We're learning that the injured would be given 50,000 rupees. In fact, Prime Minister has also spoken to Goa Chief Minister, after which Pramod Sawant, who's the Chief Minister of Goa, said, and I quote, "He spoke to me regarding the tragic fire incident at Arpora, and I apprised him about the current situation on the ground. The government of Goa is extended all the assistance to the affected family during the difficult time." So let's take you through what the Prime Minister has in fact said. The fire mishap that took place in Arpora in Goa is deeply saddening. My thoughts are with all those who have lost their loved ones. May the injured recover at the earliest. Spoke to Goa Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant ji about the situation. The state government is providing all the possible assistance to those affected. So inquiry has been ordered. Compensation has also been given by the government there as well. Let's take you through what the Goa Chief Minister has replied to that statement by the Prime Minister. He said that the Prime Minister spoke to me regarding the tragic fire incident at Arpora, and I apprised him of the current situation on the ground. The government of Goa is extending all the assistance to the affected families during this difficult time, in fact, is what has been said. Listen in to what the eyewitnesses there at that club had to say.
हाँ, मैं एक्चुअली घर पे जा रहा था, तभी देखा कि आवाज़ आया लाश का वगैरह, तो मैंने देखा कि मेरे एक्चुअली नियर बाई घर है इधर। मैंने देखा था कि अभी आग जल रहा है। एक्चुअली मोस्टली क्या होता है इधर, कभी पटाखे जलते हैं, कुछ फंक्शन होता है वगैरह, तो उतना ये मतलब हम लोग ने इतना वो चीज़ नहीं लिया, मतलब ये नहीं लिया। तो बाद में देखा तो एम्बुलेंस, थोड़े टाइम के बाद घर पे गया मैं, एम्बुलेंस जा रहे भागे, तो बाद में हमने गाड़ी लेके उस साइड में गए तो देखा तो ये सब इंश्योरेंस हो चुका था।
Let me also go across to my colleague Arunil, who's been tracking all the details. Arunil, what we know so far is that there was a cylinder blast on the ground floor as far as kitchen is concerned, and that in a way became a trap zone, trapping in fact the kitchen staff there as well. So do we know anything, whether there was any emergency exit or any escape route for the people who were working there?
Well, Akansha, a latest press note coming in from Goa Police, what it mentions is that 25 people have lost their lives. So the casualty number unfortunately increases by 2. Earlier it was 23. It also confirms that 4 were tourists, 14 were staff members of this high-end pub in Arpora. 7, their identity is yet to be ascertained. As many as 50 are injured, admitted at the Goa Medical College. 1 is critically injured out of that, has burns more than 60%, 1 person, and he's admitted. We hope that he will recover from this serious burn injuries. Now, coming to the developments, yes, it is suspected that it was a cylinder blast, but what led to this cylinder blast is yet to be ascertained now. After the cylinder blast, what transpired was, the staff members who were working in the kitchen area, which was in the basement, they have unfortunately lost their life because of suffocation. This is what CM Pramod Sawant also mentioned about it, that because of the burn injuries, 2 people lost their life and the rest have died unfortunately because of suffocation. It clearly raises question on CM Pramod Sawant's government as well, because they have been trying to pin the blame on these restaurants and pubs. But Goa being a tourist state, the security guidelines, fire safety norms, those have to be in place. Those have to be, there has to be a proper checks and balances on that. And it is the government's responsibility to do that. So we hope that some kind of stringent and punitive measures are initiated by CM Pramod Sawant government. Strict questions are asked to the concerned ministers who have been responsible for giving licenses or permissions in operating these high-end pubs and bars in Goa. It is the peak season in Goa before the New Year's and the Christmas celebrations. And at such kind of a crucial juncture, an unfortunate incident taking place certainly is expected to have an impact on Goa's tourism with respect to people considering their safety as well.
Absolutely. Why it happened and who are responsible for it is something that will come out during the investigation. Stay on with us, Arunil and Nilesh. In fact, let's tell our viewers what Union Home Minister Amit Shah has said. He has taken note of the incident and this is what he has posted on social media. He has said that the tragic loss of lives in a fire incident in Arpora in Goa is deeply painful. The local administration is carrying out rescue and relief operation and providing the necessary care to the affected. My sincerest condolences to the families of those who lost their lives and prayers for the speedy recovery of the injured as well. So this is what he has said. Prime Minister, Goa Chief Minister and Union Home Minister has taken note of this. Let me go across to my colleague Nilesh for more on this. Nilesh, what are you learning so far from the ground as far as the tragedy is concerned? Has the fire been doused?
Well, the fire has been controlled, the evacuation process has been completed, and these data are now emerging, which is no less than quite unfortunate and saddening that today early morning hours these family members will be receiving this very unfortunate information of their loved ones not being among them anymore. And who should be held responsible, that still remains under doubt, because Goa CM seems to be shifting blames onto the nightclub owners, stating that they were not fulfilling the compliances or not following the fire safety norms. But the question still arises onto the government itself again as to why regular checks were not being done. And again and again, the point that is of a significant importance is that it is a high peak moment of tourism month that is currently underway, and one can only expect high influx of tourism who reach out to Goa to spend their good times from across the nations are currently left unchecked. These outlets are unchecked, and which is why big questions is also being raised onto the department, the fire department as well, why no timely action was being taken, and now action and inquiry is being done after 25 innocent lives have been lost. One individual is still battling for his life. Several others are seriously injured by the fire blaze, and ex gratia is being announced. But will that compensation be enough to subside the important questions that is currently arising post this incident? Because remember, this is not the first incidents that is being reported in a state or in a city. Various instances have been reported, and will be reported, and the major cause among all of these remains that negligence of various departments that emerges post these incidents, where innocent lives are being lost. And when questions arises onto the government, onto their functioning, onto the authorities, suddenly the parcel seems to be shifting, the blames seem to be shifting, no one holding responsibility or accountability of that innocent life that is being lost. Though primary investigation reveals that it was a cylinder blast that led to this entire unfortunate incident, but what exactly triggered the cylinder blast? Was there any other factor that led to the cylinder blast? That remains unanswered. Was the fire system not working? That remains unanswered. So that all is currently into the purview of investigation. Cops are on spot hospital staffs are currently trying to soothe down the process, those individuals who are currently fighting for their life. So battle is being fought, but this could have been easily avoided if checks and balances, timely checks and balances could have been done by the authorities.
Absolutely. And what is more concerning here is in the last 1 hour, the death toll has also risen from 23 to 25 is what we're learning. Stay on with us, Arunil and Nilesh. In fact, we have more breaking update. The nightclub, we're learning, did not abide by the fire safety norms. The fire was mainly around the kitchen area, and that in a way became the trapping zone. We're learning that 25 people have lost their life, and many of them are also tourists. 14 of them are the staff members. It is yet to be ascertained who are the rest of the 7 people who have lost their life. For more on this, let me go across to my colleague Arunil, who's been tracking all the details. Arunil, wherever there is a fire tragedy in the country, the blame game starts, the accountability starts. Who is to be held accountable? The place where the incident has taken place, or the authorities? But what is more concerning here is that this is the global destination. As you also mentioned, this is the peak season as well. So what are we learning so far as far as the safety norm and the structural approval of this particular club is concerned?
Well, the blame certainly needs to be put on the operators of this high-end pub. It was a renowned one, in fact. But the government also needs to take responsibility, massive responsibility for it, because this is not the first time when such kind of a fire incident has taken place. CM Pramod Sawant may be openly saying that with respect to the tourist places in Goa, such kind of a fire incident has not happened. But only less than a year ago, at the renowned Sunburn Festival as well, a fire incident did take place. So where are the checks and balances with respect to Goa's government? With respect to CM Pramod Sawant's government, why security norms were not put in place, why fire safety norms guidelines were not checked appropriately? That is a big point of question, because such kind of high-end bars, pubs, restaurants operate at a massive level in a tourist state like Goa. Right from North Goa, from basically the borders of Maharashtra till the borders of Karnataka, everywhere there are such kind of restaurants, pubs and bars. And what is the legality that has been looked into it? Because CM Pramod Sawant, during his interaction with the media, also said that such kind of illegal bars should not operate. Who is going to take responsibility, and who is going to set the bar rolling? That is again a big question over here. I mean, if at all it is illegal, then his government should have taken action and should have stopped the operations of an illegal bar. Unfortunately, blame game again ensuing. This is what happens when innocent lives are lost and such kind of fire incidents or major tragedies took place. We hope some kind of accountability is taken by CM Pramod Sawant as well as his government, as well as the concerned tourism minister Rohan Khawte as well.
Absolutely. Inquiry has been ordered, compensation has been given, but is that enough? Is a question many are asking. 25 people, and many of them also tourists, have lost their life in this tragedy in Goa. Thanks so much, Nilesh and Arunil, for all the details.